Loz, League Two champions, how does that sound?
Yeah, sounds amazing. I think we had a chat in the dungeon in Portugal where the gaffer said seasons they're not easy going. You know, I mean, you know, you have some real highs, you have some real lows. I think we've had that this season, but you know what stayed true is the character of this squad. I think it's the best squad I've been a part of, both on and off the pitch. They're all absolutely fantastic, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
What can you say about that turnaround in the year year or so since the gaffer's come in?
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's just an unbelievable coach. I think we had a great group. You know, I mean, you know, we had some really good players in the building that just needed to be coached, and you know, he's coming. He's an unbelievable coach. Sets us up to win every game, and you know, without fail, with the players we have in the changing room, we have game changers that can win you games, and you know that's happened this season, and you know you can't argue with the record at home as well. I think we've only lost once here, so you know we've made it a proper fortress, and hopefully that can continue next season.
Just finally, I know we say it a lot, but how good this group is. You look around and getting the respect and the applause from the fans. Great to see.
Yeah, I know. I remember last year we played Port Vale here. It was 0-0. No one even remembers the game. The atmosphere was horrendous. The players don't remember it, you know. And you know, this season you can name any game that we played, and they've all remembered it. So I think it's just credit to the players that we have here. You know, we've got a really good group, and you know, I'm just one part of 25, 30 people that have been a part of this. You know, and just want to say a massive thanks to Sarge and Reese, because without them two, I think, you know, I'm nowhere near as good as I've been this season. So massive thank you to them two, because they keep me on my toes, and Royce as well, because they help me all throughout the week. And if they weren't great lads, you know, it wouldn't be the same. So, you know, I just got to thank them, definitely. I know it's hard, you know, when you don't play and someone's playing ahead of you. So I just want to say thank you to them too, because they've been fantastic for me.
You're welcome, Loz, mate. That's right.
Rob, League Two champions. I know you've done it before, but I imagine this one's a lot more special.
Yeah, it's a lot more special. I mean, the one before was, you know, cut short by 10 games, which kind of put a downer on it, and COVID and stuff like that. So obviously, yeah, obviously we won on points per game, which is obviously brilliant. But obviously, finishing the job, you know, like this one, you know, playing a full season has just been unreal, and you couldn't ask for a better group. And you see today, like everyone together with their family and friends, it's been unreal.
I know you've done it before. You've done it again. How does it feel?
Oh, unreal. Yeah, don't get any better than this. You know, I said it a few years ago, I'd love to get the club, well, help to get the club back to League One. We've finally done it. Obviously got the cherry on the top with the champions. So yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm sure it's going to be a good few weeks for the lads.
Can you actually believe like what you've been through at Leyton Orient, from when you come in, promotion, Justin, and where we are now? You couldn't write it, really, could you?
Mate, honestly, I think we've been through everything, ups, downs. Even these last two games, I was saying it on the bench the other night, the power cut, and then we get the second goal to confirm it. It's just, I literally think we've been through everything, but yeah, it's just, the ups have been unreal. Obviously, we've had some really bad lows. You know, Justin, obviously, God bless him, like we all miss him, but he started this, the gaffer's come in and finished it, and now we're back at League One, so yeah, I'm buzzing, I'm over the moon.
Come on, man!
Yeah? Charlie? I mean, first of all, we'll start on the fact that Leyton Orient are champions. I mean, could you imagine when you come here in the summer that, you know, you'd have a day like this?
Nah, if I'm honest, like, my career so far has just been like fighting relegations, and obviously coming through at Southend, it was difficult. Then Gillingham last year, and then, you know, when I met her with the gaffer and PT in the summer, they said that there's something special here. And, you know, you half believe them, half don't, but then the first day, like, we go on about it all the time. The whole team, from you guys, the staff, down to the players, it's an honour to be a part of.
I know it's a real team effort here, and all season long everyone's been saying the same thing. I know for yourself, you know, you kind of been in and out of the team throughout the season, and for you to get that moment at the end where the ball's just kind of falling in and you're almost tapping in the goal to win the league, how special is that?
To be fair, you know, after I got sent off against Carlisle, I was, you know, so disappointed. But I said to Rob on the way home, I said, like, I'm going to score the goal that sends us up, so I sort of predicted it. But no, it's been a great year, just, you know, like a learning curve for me. I'm still only 21, so hopefully whatever happens in the summer, whether I go back to QPR or not, you know, I'll take all the experience I've learned out on loan and hopefully be better for it.
Obviously football, you meet a lot of great people, but looking around at that dressing room, I'm pretty sure that everyone in there is going to be friends for life.
Like everyone, not just one person.
Let's go! Championship, you O's!
Especially this man here, man. He's changed my life in a good way. I think everyone at the club has. You know, it's an honour to be a part of. I say this again. I'm just so thankful for the opportunity, and you never know what may happen.
Well done, mate. Monks, he'll keep this quick because otherwise you'll probably get kicked off again. But today, scoring that penalty, potentially to make the O's champions. I mean, talk me through that moment, that pressure. Were you feeling it?
You know what? I said to the boys in the changing room, that's probably the first one where I felt a bit of pressure. But like I say, I kissed the ball. I knew the father had it. Not my dad, my Lord and Saviour Christ. And I trusted that he'd put it in the onion bag, and thankfully he did. So, like I say, all glory to him. Everyone recognises it this year, the impact God has had on our team. And I'm so proud of every single member and staff.
It's a great photo, you won't have seen it yet, but as you're taking the penalty, Darren Prattley's behind you with his hands praying. And I think that just goes to show, like, not everyone in that group is going to be necessarily religious, but I think buying into each other and having an atmosphere in a dressing room where, you know, no matter who you are, you kind of embraced.
Exactly, like that's what I'm saying. I've never seen a changing room in the way that God's put this one together. So like I say, you don't necessarily need to be a believer in Christ to feel his power. And that showed today with Prattley, like I say, he's been attending our groups every now and again, but for him to be like that behind the pen, he knows that there's such a power behind us that he sort of believes in it. So yeah, it's unbelievable.
Just finally, I was flicking back through some of the pre-season videos in Portugal and the table tennis. I know it was early days for you then, but did you feel like there was like a sense of a special group that could do something?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, what was it? A couple of days in Portugal, I was having a few beers with Jordan Brown at the beach, and
were they sanctioned?
No, I think it was the day after a proper night out, so I was hanging. Yeah, all right, boy. 1 minute. So I was a bit hungover, and I remember I needed a couple of beers just to level me out because I was feeling awful. And Brownie opened up to me. Like I didn't know him really that well. I've known him for like 2 days. It was quite a serious chat, and I just burst out laughing because that's the way that I am. And I knew from that moment that there was something special in the team, because the way that I started laughing, then it made him laugh, then someone else laughed, and it just sort of got together. And that ain't a laughing matter, let me tell you. But I knew there was something there from that moment. I just knew it. So, yeah. All right, mate. Brush your teeth. Twice a day. Yeah, so, like I say, yeah, it's a special group. I said to the lads before when I got promoted with Luton, good group of lads, but they're not a patch on these boys. And I'll say that. It's the best ever.
Jayden, we had a little video in the dressing room earlier, and a lot of families and stuff, and your family sent one of you, I think, standing over in that corner as a ball boy. You must have been about, what, 10 or 11?
I'd say even younger, yeah, like 8.
8 or 9 years old. Could you have ever imagined that it would have led to something right now where you're standing on the pitch as a League Two champion?
Nah, no way. I always said it when I was that age. It was never about being a professional or like becoming a champion. It was just about having fun at that age. And luckily for me, Orient was that environment when I was able to do that. Hence why I've been here so long. And just, yeah, to be able to do it today is just unbelievable. Dreams come true. Well, I didn't even dream it. So it's just, yeah, it's unbelievable. And just, yeah, hope the celebrations can continue throughout the weeks. And yeah, just looking forward to next season and just, yeah, just celebrating really with everyone.
I saw you with Shad and Morel back there. How special is it? I know that obviously there's a lot of good friends in this group, but in particular, you've got, you know, some of your best mates from childhood in this team. How special is that?
For sure, like them boys, I've known them for 5, 6, 7 years, and like you said, I've grown up with them. So to do that, the bond's unbreakable. Like we'll be friends for life, and this is a core memory that we're gonna have and be able to reflect on in years to come, which is just incredible. So yeah, like you said, to do it with them is just extra special.